man with a pan. Today we're going to make some sweet potato turkey meatloaf. So I have about 2 pounds of ground turkey, sweet potatoes, I have onions, that's a half of large onion. I have 1 bell pepper, and I had a couple of sprigs of fresh rosemary. So we're going to put this in the bowl. 2 pounds. I think we have a lot extra, or some extra sweet potatoes, but we'll see. Also in here, I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle this on the top. I have a teaspoon of garlic powder and a teaspoon of thyme. Have a teaspoon of black pepper to put in also. But I put that in, and it's already in the meat. All right. Let's go ahead and put this in. Should have done my famous bench scraper I've been touting out there. I mean, that's silly to do it this way. Hold on. So let's put this stuff in. I want to put all the veggies in, all of the cut veggies there. I'm going to hold back a little bit of sweet potato until we see where we get there. All right, we're going in. I think we can handle the extra potatoes. It really makes no difference. We're going to eat some veggies in here. The potatoes are supposed to replace a lot of the breadcrumbs. We're going to use those pretty sparingly here. And put the potatoes with the carbs in the potatoes, and we get all of the good vitamins. Those things out of there. This is looking perfect. Looking perfect. I was hesitant, and I decided not to do it. The tomato sauce. Typically you put tomato sauce in. I believe I have plenty of spices in here. I have to put an egg in here. The meatloaf is pretty moist as it is, so I put an egg. I'm going to have to compensate with some breadcrumbs, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to put an egg in there. The egg is yummy. We can do that. Let me do that in. Egg in. I'm gonna dump some. Brand new little Italian. Oh well. Gonna be yummy, gonna be yummy. Oh, look at that gooey. Wow. Perfect. Perfect. No tomato sauce. We couldn't handle the extra moisture with the turkey. So that's where we're at with that. The other thing is I haven't put any salt at all, so I'm gonna have to put some salt. Where's my teaspoon? Where's my teaspoon? Now let's put some salt. This salt shaker. The salt box leaks a little bit. Get a couple extra sprinkles. A little bit more. We can add it if we need it. There you go. I find myself going in circles like I'm folding bread. But it works with the bread. It certainly ought to work with the meatloaf. Okay, let's not beat this horse here. All right, let me clean this mess up here. I'll be right back, and we'll put it in the pan. All righty, we're ready to stuff our pans. Today we're using the vintage, beautiful vintage pans. This one I've used one time. I think I put a couple of cakes in there, but this is the gate marked on the bottom there. So that's an old pan. So let's see what kind of portion we want to put in there. Do we want to squeeze it down? Do we not want to squeeze it down? Pack it like brown sugar, not pack it like brown sugar. I think we just put it in there and we have it on the pan. One thing, I've made these sweet potato meatloaves before, and I've made them in the big wedge pans. This is a cutie, isn't it? That's just a cute pan. Made them in the bigger wedge pans. Never had a meatloaf overflow the pans. So these seem to be a little bit bigger there. A little different combination. I'm lucky to have the fresh thyme. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with something like that. We don't do that stuff. Lucky to have the fresh rosemary. And all I had was the powdered thyme, but I did have some fresh thyme, but it was dried up. And okay, let's see how these are going to press, and then make a decision. I think that I'm pressed fine. This pan I lubed a little bit, put a little bit of grease in it. The other pan, none at all. I had used that before. It was well seasoned. Boy, I think these pans would work really good to make some. Boy, you could stuff some chocolate chip cookies in there, or I don't know. I don't know. Yum, yum, yum. The beauty of putting it in these little individual portions, when you just pop them out and put them in a Ziploc, you're not dealing with that any mess or anything like that. It's just pop them out, and you got individual portions. If you want to package them for specific meals or whatever you want to do with them. The old man with a pan. This is kind of one of my, I don't want to say it's a signature dish, but I've made several videos with the sweet potato meatloaf. Kind of different variations, of course, different pans, different amounts of pans. Hands-on cooking. Get your hands in it. And make your variation of healthy. That's how it works. You want to cut up a little bit of this and cut a little bit of that. You gotta cut what you want to cut, not what somebody else wants you to cut. Other than a little bitty bit that comes with the turkey, we have no fat. We have no, it's just gonna sit there. But what we do have going for us is the moisture. We have lots of moisture. Look at this, look how simple it is. You get one of those big wedge pans, you're dumping this stuff in your pan like that. And that's your meatloaf. I got lots of extra onions and love the flavor of that. All right, let me slide this over and we'll punch these in. Sweet Baby Ray. Okay, let's do this. Didn't necessarily have to put an indentation and everything. In the oven, 350. "40 minutes. We'll be back. All right. It's been 40 minutes. And you'd say that normally you would cook meatloaf for an hour or so. And however, this is turkey. And we have thin cups. So the 40 minutes should have given us plenty of time to cook the veggies that are inside. And that was a little bitty one we had left. That's all we had left. That recipe filled those pans there. Let me get a fork and we'll move some of that around. We're not going to cut it or eat it. We're just going to see what it did in these small cups. So this is just sitting there in its own juices. I don't see any sign of anything sticking. They're just lifting right out. I'm not going to do a meatloaf, mashed potatoes and gravy type thing, or meatloaf and mashed potatoes, but we're going to check it out and see what it does. And we'll leave that one alone. This is more plain than anything. That is really, really, really good. Lacks just a hair of salt. That's okay. Boy, you can taste the rosemary in the background. This is really great flavor. Not bad for no tomato sauce or any extra sodium with that, but yay, yay, yay. I'm gonna hold it up right here, get it over by the camera so you can see it really good. A little bit. Wow. Just lifted right out of the wedge, just like I said it would. Lifted right out of the wedge. The veggies look cooked all the way down through there. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I'm tasting meatloaf sandwiches already. Cool. Yay, yay, yay. I already have another one on the plate, ready to go. Well, I'm going to call success on that one. Thanks for coming by, folks. Wow. Gonna get some big